everyone, welcome to this week's recap of America's Next Top Model. So last time, the girls all got makeovers and Sarah was sent home because she couldn't handle her new high fashion look. So last week, Anne got the top photo again, and this is kind of making Rhianna freak out because she is supposed to be the same genre of model as Anne, and obviously Anne is doing better in the competition, so she's a little nervous. Kacey decides that she wants to have a barbecue with the male models from last week. Did she forget that she has a boyfriend? Seriously? So they come over, and it was so awkward. It was like a middle school dance, except between Kacey and Shaw, the male model that she was paired with last week because she was flirting with like crazy. So Tyra Mail, tomorrow your world will be turned upside down. Ooh. Alright, so they all went to Knott's Berry Farm, where they met up with Nigel Barker and Miss J, and they had to ride the Silver Bullet and have their picture taken by the roller coaster camera, and each model had to convey a different emotion given to them by Nigel and Miss J, and they also were wearing hearing devices so that they could get direction throughout the ride. And the winner of the photo shoot the winner of this got to have a photo shoot with Tyra that will be featured on her website. So, I'm not going through the whole list because it's going to take forever. You guys can just read it in the info because I will type it out. Okay. The highlight of this, Chris was freaking out. She hates roller coasters. So do I. I know how she feels. But she sucked it up. She went on the ride. She tried to convey her emotion, which was distracted. I'd say she was distracted, all right. And she was freaking out and screaming, and Miss J was like, all I hear is a screaming black woman. So, yeah. The winner was Liz, and her emotion was relatable and, like, catalog. So, she got to pick two friends to go to the photo shoot with her, so she picked Chris and Kayla, and it looked like they went right to the photo shoot with Tyra, so they had to reenact a previous shoot that Tyra did, and then they got to have tea with her. And Tyra was really hungry because she ate like all of the food. It was funny. Alright, so back at the house, Lexie is pissed that she's always the one cleaning up, and she's really mad at Kacey. I think she was just mad at Kacey and she used this as an excuse because she ended up calling her out in front of everyone, and Kacey pulled like a, oh, so you all hate me? Tell me to my face that you hate me. And everyone was basically like, we don't like you. So everyone told her that she's fake, and it's like everyone in the house versus Kacey. Like, I feel bad for Kacey that she was ganged up on, but I know people like her, and I would have ganged up on her too, probably. So the next Tyra Mail, True Beauty lies just under the surface. So they went to Smashbox Studios again, and there were millions of dollars worth of jewelry for them to work with by Neil Lane, Martin Katz, and Mikimoto. So, they weren't just posing with jewelry this time. They were posing with these, like, sea creatures. I'm pretty sure they were all dead, which is weird. I don't know if it's more weird to pose with live animals or dead ones. So, yeah. And the photographer this week, a special treat, Matthew Ralston. And as Chris says, if you don't know who he is, you stupid. I love her. She's the best. Okay. So they were in like this weird glass chamber, and above the chamber there was water, so it looked like they were underwater, but they weren't really. It was kind of creepy because it reminded me of the marshes in Lord of the Rings when there's like all those dead bodies. It was weird. But anyway, let's talk about Judges Panel. The judges this week, Nigel Barker, Andre Leon Talley, and Matthew Ralston. So let's go through the photos. Kacey, the judges really seemed to like this photo. It looked like she didn't have a neck. It was really weird. Kayla looked exactly like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, in a good way. Love that movie. Esther, she's kind of been flying under the radar, but I think this week she really stepped it up. She looked really pretty, and it was very old Hollywood glamour style. Anne, awesome as usual. I really don't know what to say about her because it was just it was great. And Chris was actually Matthew's favorite to shoot. He said that her photo this week was magic. Jane, she looks like a Barbie doll to me, but there's not really any substance there. I don't know. Like, she's really pretty, but she's not, like, bringing it. Lexie, it was an interesting shot because it was, like, different than everyone else's. It had, like, this cutesy vibe, where everyone else was, like, fierce and mermaid-esque. Um, so she was, like, the Little Mermaid's model sister. Rhianna was a little bit too relaxed. She had some sleepy eye syndrome, and the judges weren't feeling that. She's a little one note with her photos. It's just, she's always very hippie flower girl. Kendal, she looks like a mermaid. It was good stuff. Chelsea, I realized who Chelsea looks like, especially in this picture. She looked like Cece from The Nanny. That red lipstick, wow, I can't talk. The red lipstick was not working for her, but that wasn't her fault. But still, it was not good. And she looked really pissed in the photo, which was probably also a problem. Liz, her photo was flat, flat, flat. She was using this excuse that, like, her contacts got makeup on them, so she couldn't see the camera. You don't need to see the camera. The camera needs to see you. So, shut your eyes, open them when it's about to take the picture, and shut your mouth. The judges don't want to hear excuses. Okay. So, the top photo this week went to Anne. That's the third week in a row. Not only is it the third week in a row, but she's had the top photo every week because this was only like the third week. The bottom two, Liz and Rhianna. Liz, she just has too many excuses. The judges are tired of it. And Rhianna, she's just not versatile enough. So Rhianna was outed this week. She's gone. Next week looks crazy on all different levels. There's going to be fights. The challenge looks crazy. I can't wait. So until next week, much love.